we naturally are inspired, creative beings when we live in our rhythm. And I want to infuse us all with that confidence. Like, you got this. You're an amazing being. You have all the answers within, and the universe is really just here for you to play in and is waiting for you to tune into you. Hello, beautiful beings. My name is Brittany, and today I'm going to be answering a question that I've received from a lovely being, a follower on Instagram. And I've chosen this question because it's a common question that I get, whether that be, somebody reaching out to me through social media, or a loved one in my personal life, or somebody I'm coaching. These tend to be, this question and these themes that we're going to hit on in today's video tend to be reoccurring, and they seem to be alive for people. These curiosities and what do I do when, and then my experience and my offerings to people of, this is what I have seen. These are the patterns I notice in human beings, and this is what I have found works for me and works for the people that I'm coaching or I'm connected with and getting feedback from. The crux of the meat of the question is actually quite short, but there's kind of background that I'm gonna give a little of the background too, because I think it'll help you feel connected with the question, because I imagine, again, these are reoccurring themes. They're appreciating my presence in YouTube, and I find you're a very grounding person, and I think we're similar. I'm feeling like reaching out to say that, and also to say that I'm having a very hard time recently staying in my power and in my grace, noticing myself becoming so needy in relationships and panicky and inconsistent as I've moved homes and in a new city. I feel like I'm needing your insight. I don't feel brave or strong enough to conquer college. That's one of the things coming up for this person, but it could be, a job, just a new situation and a new city. I don't feel brave enough to conquer college and a new city. I feel like your podcasts and YouTube and posts in person always give me so much insight when I need it. I wonder if you have any space to share how you feel grounded when everything is shifting, or how you stay in right relationship with partners, people in your life, and yourself when you're in a really tough geographical and financial place and trying to decide between big life things like college or not. So I wonder how you feel grounded when everything is shifting, or how you stay in right relationship when you're in tough situations. I wrote down some notes I might refer to. Something that feels essential to begin with is how we see the world, how we experience the world is going to be through the lens of our internal state or our nervous system. So if we're experiencing things feeling heavy, or a lot of fear coming up, it's usually because the state of our internal being is in a fearful place, is in a dysregulated place. It's not to say that there aren't external factors that can rock us or will rock us this life. That's totally true. However, it rocks our nervous system. It rocks our internal world, and then that's how the lens we're viewing through is shifted. So whenever we want to change how we feel about something going on out there, we have to start within, which is, I love that this person asked, how do I feel grounded, and that's perfect. This person knows, okay, I am feeling dysregulated, I need to feel grounded. And how do we do that? So again, we're all individuals. However, as human beings, we have a lot of the same needs. I would say in a way we have all the same needs, and we meet them all in different ways, and we have them to varying degrees, maybe a little differently than other people. But for the most part, you know, we're talking about the same needs. And when we take care of our human self, like the primate that we are able to experience our state of homeostasis, which is one of peace and love and joy and connection and enjoyment of this beautiful world around us and all the people and all the options and all the opportunities. My experience has been that we naturally calibrate to love. That is it's our nature. That's why I think so many of us crave nature, is because in nature we feel our eternal state, we feel our natural state. So how do we return to that when we're feeling dysregulated, and how do we preemptively set ourselves up so that dysregulation is a lot less likely? We tune into the basic needs that we have. So I'll talk about my experience. For me, what I prioritize is, how am I nourishing my body? Like on a cellular level, what types of nutrients am I putting into my body each day through what I'm, you know, like the water I'm consuming, the food that I'm consuming, the sunlight I'm consuming, you know, just like, what am I eating? How often am I eating? Are my meals feeling balanced? Is my system feeling relaxed when I'm taking them in? Am I absorbing my nutrients? Then there's my physical body. Am I moving my physical body? How do I feel in my physical body? Do I feel stiff and tight and like fearful, or do I feel like relaxed and at ease and I'm flowing? Do I feel embodied? Am I showing up for my movement practices regularly? Those might be different for every person, but we all have the need to move our bodies and to live in a body that is agile, capable, able to flow with the energies of the world, but also able to like flow in ways that bring us joy. How am I nourishing myself with other beings? You know, am I receiving the touch? Am I giving the touch that I desire? Am I in communities that feel loving and supportive? Am I experiencing presence with other beings regularly? Maybe that's through eye gazing or breathing together, regulating our systems together through a long hug. Am I making love regularly with myself or another being or other beings I feel really connected with? For me, like orgasm, am I like having this climax, this release, dance, you know? Am I listening to music that lights me up, that I naturally find myself moving my body to? Music is such a powerful one if you want to shift your state quickly, because music can transport us into all sorts of states of beings. You put on a sad song, it's like, oh, I feel that. You put on a song with like that gets you like pumped, you know, like you feel empowered listening to this song, like you feel that. If you put on a song that's like really romantic, you know, or maybe a song that feels really sensual. Music's so powerful to like, if you want to change your state, put in a song that embodies the state that you want to be embodying, and then do that. Just check and see if there's anything else I wrote down that feels really powerful. Asking yourself, what helps you feel grounded, calm, in a state of love, in your flow? You know, what activities are those? Our spiritual practices and our mindfulness practices, are you regularly creating space excuse me, to connect with whatever it is for you? If it's spirit, if it's universal energy, if it's a state of mindfulness, a state of presence, what are you doing regularly to help you do that? Is it journaling or meditation? Maybe it's walks in nature. Maybe it's a breath work practice. Maybe it's yoga. I'm getting to the bottom of my bottle. Touch. Time and space with ourselves. Yeah, that's so essential. And time and space with our loved ones. Tapping into our childlike play is so essential. Having a clear, clean space. Is your space feeling clear, spacious, open, organized, clean? You know, if our home environment, whatever that is for you, isn't feeling that way, it's gonna feel hard to create for a lot of us. For me, for sure. Yeah, getting in nature. Breathing fresh air. So dropping in, like, and usually by just doing a couple of these things that are on top for us, and you can start by tuning into your feeling. What feelings are on top for you? Oh, I feel tired. Okay, you feel tired. You need something that's going to help you feel restored. Find some restorative activities. Maybe that's a nap. Maybe that's going to bed earlier tonight. Maybe it's taking a hot bath while you close your eyes. Maybe it's getting a massage or exchanging massage with someone. Maybe it's laying on the ground and just breathing. If you feel lonely, what helps you feel connected? First, connect to yourself. Again, it could be through breath work, through journaling about something, future self journal about when you feel connected. I feel so connected today. I am blah, 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 blah. What are all the things you're doing where you feel in a state of connection? Anything, that's such a future self journaling is such a powerful tool to get you into the state you want to be in, because you're writing as if it's happening now. And usually when we feel dysregulated, just doing a couple of these practices will drastically change our state. And then things like these bigger decisions, like how do I show up? I don't know how to navigate, how to be in right relationship with someone else. Of course, we have to be in right relationship with ourselves first, and then the reflection is natural. So create that relationship with yourself, build up a little momentum there, have a little time basking in that, and then see what inspired actions are there for you, because they will be inspired actions to reach out to someone else. An idea like, oh, it just sounds so fun to go on a walk right now, and then maybe you run into someone, or maybe you get an inspired idea for something that you want to be doing. When we live in flow, these things that can feel like big decisions oftentimes just become so much easier to navigate. I have made a point for the last decade, 15 years of my life to give myself a grace period and not make decisions and not take action from a place of dysregulation. If I'm not feeling in a state of love and peace and connection, I'm not going to contemplate challenging things. I'm not going to contemplate big things. And once I have gotten into that state, then when I think about things like, what do I want to be doing, with my life? Or do I want to be going to college right now? Does this college feel right for me? That type of question, the answers flow much more swiftly. And sometimes those questions don't even feel important to contemplate because there's actually something else I haven't been considering, like maybe another path, maybe another way of being. Maybe a person flows into my life that asks me something that then answers the thing that I've been, wondering. So there's such magic available, and it all starts from tuning into ourselves and getting into a state of flow, like individual state of flow with the universe. And then we get to go on our magical paths, and questions get answered. New pathways are lit up for us, like one step at a time. And it really does link back to all these simple daily rituals, which we don't have to hit on every day, but we do need to regularly be checking in with our system and make sure that we are nourished in all these ways. And yeah, I love this topic. It's such a fun topic for me. Pretty much every time someone comes to work with me, we work on this stuff along with whatever else they want to be developing. Relationship with self, confidence, business, it doesn't matter, because once these things are in place, all that stuff flows. And we naturally are inspired, creative beings when we live in our rhythm. And I want to infuse us all with that confidence. Like, you got this. You're an amazing being. You have all the answers within, and the universe is really just here for you to play in and is waiting for you to tune into you. So value yourself and value your care, and do take care of yourself in all the ways that matter. And if you need support, reach out. Resource yourself so that you can prioritize self-care, loving on yourself. Believe that you're worthy of it. This stuff is so essential to live a thriving life. Bridget and I have a program. Check out our program. Click on the link in the description box below for Living Embodied. There's a discount code there. That program, that course, has so many resources. We teach you how to move your body, how to nourish your body with food, mindfulness exercises, guided meditations, how to tune into your own rhythm, your cycle if you have a menstrual cycle. You resource yourself with that. Reach out for coaching with me, or find beings in your life who want to be living in similar ways and link up with them. Do movement together, create playlists together, have a gratitude practice with someone where you send each other 3 things that you loved about your day. Future self journal more. Write to yourself. Tell yourself what you love about yourself. Notice what you're appreciating in the world. Make a point of tuning into love and appreciation wherever you are. Even if you want to make changes in your life, practice loving where you are and trust that that love is going to carry you into greater alignment and more flow. You don't have to be dissatisfied with life for changes to happen. Actually, quite the opposite. You can live a life of empowered alignment, joy, love, and changes will flow more fluidly in your life. So I hope that this video has helped you today. Please leave any comments below. I would love to hear your experiences with this, or maybe struggles you're going with, questions you have for me to answer in future videos. Check out the Living Embodied program. I have other programs on my website if you're struggling with jealousy in relationships, if you're struggling in open relationships, if you're struggling with your relationship with your menstrual cycle. I have so many programs. Go check out my website. I really would love to support you wherever you're at. And yeah, just really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.